2025, Trooper Nash Thomas spotted a black motorcycle tearing northbound down State Highway 1 just south of Caraway Road, clocked at a blistering 101 miles per hour in a 55 zone. The rider, later identified as 27-year-old Riley McCarthy, briefly slowed but then twisted the throttle again, showing no intention of stopping.
Riley McCarthy, 916-855-464.
Just went north through Parker Road, ran the red light.
When Trooper Thomas activated his lights and siren, McCarthy responded by passing vehicles on the shoulder, threading through tight gaps, and blowing past intersections at triple-digit speeds. Near Parker Road, he nearly rear-ended a vehicle before blasting through a red light without hesitation.
Oncoming traffic right now. Eastbound, coming up to Chuck E. Cheese. Speed's about 80, medium traffic. Spot wreck, turn south on Blunt. Stupid.
The biker tried to dart through a grassy field, but with nowhere left to go, he lost control and dumped the bike at low speed. In seconds, Trooper Thomas had him under arrest. And judging by the look on the trooper's face, McCarthy was about to hear exactly what happens when you take a motorcycle to triple-digit speeds against the Arkansas State Police.
Did not see it, state police that you were running from?
What?
Did you not see it, state police that you were running from?
I was just trying to... Ford, tell me, what are you about?
Have you ever been arrested for a felony?
My license is suspended.
Okay. Have you ever been arrested for a felony? What I'm getting at here is you turned a ticket into a felony. It really was. You put yourself in danger.
Just whenever you get off, just give me a call.
He was booked into the Craighead County Detention Center on charges including fleeing, substantial risk of death, reckless driving, speeding, driving with a DWI, no interlock device, no insurance, and multiple motorcycle operation violations. February 20th, 2015, one man, maybe just looking for a thrill, decided to do something that would make headlines around the world. He led officers on a wild pursuit. But what happened next? Well, this is something you don't see every day.
Be high rate of speed, westbound on 108. Through 130th, Surrey Patch Pole 16. Please give Delta the heads up.
So you can call them all to get security because the camera's up.
We have more security.
Drove his motorcycle right up to the glass for the Walmart. Yeah, PC and upper level, stop right there. Get out. Go into that glass pyramid. He drove his motorcycle right in there. Keep your eye on the...
I just want you to brace yourself for the footage you're about to see, because what this suspect decided to do is absolutely insane. After taking a quick tour of Guilford Town Center, he made his way back onto the road again. Maybe he was just looking for some discounts.
Without offense. Also arrestable for flight from police.
It's on the pet crossing.
Yeah. Okay, he's now on the ped crossing and he's crossing Highway 1 on the pedestrian overpass and is coming out to 111 Alpha on the east side of Highway 1.
Copy, you took the pedestrian overpass across Highway 1 coming out on 111.
Yeah, I'm actually going to call this a 112. He's eastbound on 112, coming to 154 high rate of speed. And is blowing stop signs and not even tapping the brakes. Okay, onto the sidewalk, and he's now using the pedestrian bridge. Pedestrians have to jump out of the way. He's now southbound on the pedestrian bridge, going over Highway 1. This will spit him out at Tynehead, and like 168.
Surrey RCMP later recovered the motorcycle, a blue Harley-Davidson, which was believed to be stolen. The suspect was caught later that day and arrested. Luckily, there were no reports of injuries caused by the motorcyclist's dangerous behavior.
Whoa!
Air 10 here.
TC, Sadakoy and Mason, let me get an RA rolling.
In Los Angeles, California, on November 23, 2024, West Valley Division patrol officers spotted a stolen white Mercedes-Benz parked. After monitoring the vehicle for 2 hours, they observed 2 individuals enter the car and drive off. Officers began following the stolen SUV and called for additional patrol units, an air unit, and a supervisor. As the vehicle headed northbound on DeSoto Avenue, another unit joined the pursuit. The driver turned eastbound on Parthenia Street, briefly pulled over, and dropped off a female passenger. The driver, later identified as 42-year-old Kevin Larea, quickly accelerated away at high speed, prompting officers to initiate a pursuit.
1083 is a question about Barbarian Supervisor.
Put out, somebody stay with the... 1083, the passenger jumped out of the vehicle. Have someone stop by with the passenger. In pursuit of the suspect vehicle, eastbound Parthenia, approaching Winnetka. You answer? Not yet. Okay.
All units and all frequencies stand by. 1083 is in pursuit of a white Mercedes vehicle. Eastbound Parthenia, approaching Winnetka. 1083, southbound Mason, approaching Roswell.
Just out of port from Mason. Whoa!
Air 10 here, ETA.
1083, hold the area. TC, Sadakoy and Mason, let me get an RA rolling.
Deploy for Mason at Sherman Way.
As Kevin Larea approached the intersection of Mason Avenue and Sadakoy Street, just moments into the pursuit, Larea ran a red light and collided with a Tesla Model 3 heading westbound. The force of the impact caused the stolen Mercedes to overturn. Following the chaotic crash, officers quickly extracted Larea from the overturned vehicle.
Hey, he's gonna run. Don't move. Let me see your hands right now. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Move. How many people? I think there's one. Only one. Check on them. Make sure they're okay.
Officers were able to take Kevin Larea into custody without further incident. Upon his arrest, Larea was found in possession of crystal methamphetamine and marijuana. Tragically, Los Angeles Fire Department paramedics responded to the scene and pronounced the female driver of the Tesla deceased. Larea himself was transported to a local hospital for treatment of his injuries and was later cleared for booking by medical staff. Larea was arrested for felony evading causing death. On November 26, 2024, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office filed the following charges against him: 1 count of murder, 1 count of felony, evading causing death, 1 count of driving or taking a vehicle without owner's consent, 1 count of felony evading driving against traffic. November 1st, 2023, Roseville, Minnesota. A stolen Lexus was spotted by Roseville officers, prompting the driver to flee. Sheriff's deputies quickly took over as the primary units in the ensuing pursuit.
Has been updated.
Cartel roundabout on right.
If we don't get a pit on Rice Street, most of cars are out.
Your incident has been updated.
And on 2 rigs here. Yeah, he's gonna go in for a pit.
Your incident has been updated.
Roadwell stop reading continue. Country Drive on 2 rigs. About 40.
Under Country Drive, 40 miles per hour. Not too low.
Watch lower speed coming, approaching north Chicago.
Copy, passing express.
The suspect vehicle was visibly damaged and had deflated tires, making any attempt at escape even more difficult.
Hang on this turn, coming. Good pit, good pit, good pit, good pit.
Copy, got that on Country Drive.
One run in, 2 running down.
Once the vehicle was disabled, the driver climbed over his female passenger and fled on foot with 2 other suspects, while the female surrendered at the scene. However, all individuals were apprehended within minutes and are now making their way through the criminal justice system.
Good sticks. We got
In Otero County, Colorado, on June 20th, 2023, Colorado State Patrol troopers responded to assist Otero County deputies with a suspect fleeing from them along Highway 50. The suspect was reported in a shots-fired incident and had caused multiple crashes, even attempting head-on collisions with other vehicles.
Alright, 379, slowed down, speeds of 28. Hit maneuver, hold traffic.
TVI successful. Move! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! You got him? Vehicle! Out of the vehicle! Oh, go on! I got you.
Troopers were able to TVI the vehicle and successfully contact the suspect. However, during the arrest, the suspect somehow gained access to the front of a fully marked Colorado State Patrol vehicle and fled. That was a mistake the troopers definitely couldn't let happen, as it escalated the situation even further and put everyone at greater risk.
Coming up on stop sticks. He missed him. Continuing eastbound.
one of the man units, one of the Chargers, take lead on this. We're running out of fuel. Taking this? Is that what she said?
What's in the captain's bag?
Nothing.
Where are you
You
at?
want me to take this? Okay. Switch, Candy. I don't have vehicle. Where's the keys?
Go ahead.
You got the keys in it? I don't have vehicle. Where's the keys? Good sticks. Good sticks. We got to take.
Agencies on the scene quickly pursued the suspect in the stolen patrol vehicle, and troopers deployed stop sticks further down Highway 50. After hitting the stop sticks, the suspect lost control of the vehicle, crashing into the side of a stopped semi-truck parked on the side of the highway. The vehicle spun out, catching on fire.
You alright, sir? You alright? Yeah, just jump. Still got flame at the firewall.
Sure, let's get him over here till we get fire.
Any bottles of water or anything that anybody's got in vehicles?
Some in here.
The suspect was extricated from the stolen patrol vehicle and transported to a nearby hospital. Unfortunately, the suspect later succumbed to injuries sustained during the crash. Thankfully, the commercial motor vehicle driver was not injured. The suspect was identified as Anthony Alfonso Sanchez III. This tragic turn of events highlights the extreme dangers posed by fleeing suspects and the risks faced by law enforcement and the public. 9th, 2023, Arkansas state troopers were in pursuit of a motorcycle whose rider was flying over the speed limit and refusing to stop for lights and sirens. The situation quickly escalated and the pursuing trooper called for backup. That's when Trooper Matthew Walker responded and wasted no time taking over as the primary unit.
West of the interstate. Coming up to Sunset now. Turning back southbound, staying on G George. Back up to one Tyson. Got one ball over.
The biker clearly had some skills, but would that be enough to outrun this state trooper? Pause the video and let me know down in the comments. What do you think?
Coming up to Don Tyson. Might get on the interstate southbound. Got 49 southbound.
As the chase hit the highway, things went from bad to worse. The suspect cranked it up, pushing the bike to over 130 miles per hour. This wasn't just a pursuit anymore, it was a full-blown high-speed sprint with lives on the line. At those speeds, and with the suspect weaving all over the road, it was tough for the trooper to keep up. But the suspect ran out of gas and was forced to stop, now trying to hide in the median by laying down, hoping troopers would pass him by. They spotted him instantly. He stood up and took off on foot. Look.
On interstate.
Stop! I'm gonna tase you!
The suspect fled into the woods, and just like that, all the chasing was for nothing. Under the cover of night, he disappeared without a trace. If it had been daylight, he probably wouldn't have made it far, but unfortunately, he was never identified and never arrested. On December 18, 2024, dispatch received a call regarding an active domestic disturbance. The victim reported that her partner, Jaeshun Karuth, was physically assaulting her, choking her, and preventing her from taking an exit. During the 911 call, dispatch could hear the verbal altercation and sounds of blows. They also confirmed that there was an active protection order against Karuth. Upon catching up with the vehicle on Highway 67 North, a traffic stop was initiated.
Adam George Union 9A John AJU 9AJ. I'm out with it.
Hey, put your hands out the window. Put your hands out the window.
Mama Tracy, please listen, sir. I'm not doing that. I did. Come on the phone. Come on the phone right now, sir. Listen.
After being arrested, Karuth began crying, possibly realizing the severity of his actions. Despite his emotional outburst, he remained uncooperative during the investigation, offering only vague explanations for the incident. The victim's injuries and testimony, along with Karuth's behavior during the arrest, painted a clear picture of the abusive situation that had unfolded.
Is you serious right now, Lexi? This is not true, bro. Bro, this is not true. Officer, come here, please. Officer.
Are you going to be banging?
No, I know.
Stop it.
Yes, sir, I was knocking.
Well, the best thing you can do is keep quiet right now, okay?
Sir,
you need to take a deep breath.
He's talking to her mama.
Back of this car, take a deep breath. Okay?
Is he talking to her mama?
Stop talking.
Wait, because I don't...
Stop talking.
Sir, I don't want to go to jail.
Are you ready to quit talking?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Listen, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say,
Karuth, visibly distraught and emotionally charged, remained uncooperative during the investigation. He mentioned being caught cheating the night before, but denied the allegations of abuse. As the situation unfolded, he began crying and insisted on calling his mother, possibly seeking comfort or an explanation, but continued to deny any wrongdoing.
Bro, hey, you are a grown-ass man.
I got proof
like
that
a grown-ass man and stop yelling and crying. Run up like this.
Talk to me now, sir. I'm not spun up. Please, I'm not.
That's why I said calm down, all right?
I'm just not trying to go to jail, sir. I promise you, I didn't touch her. I didn't hit her. Oh my gosh, I ain't do nothing. I promise you. Sir, can tell her to call her mom. Please. Oh my God.
If there was anything on our document, we could get access to it.
I promise I didn't hit her. Sir, she did this already and she's doing it again. She's doing it again and don't nobody believe me and I was on the phone with her mama this time. Oh my God. Sir, can you just call her mama? Her mama was supposed to be on the way. No, sir, no. Oh my God. Sir, why you didn't call her mom?
He was transported to the Pulaski County Detention Center and charged with violating a domestic order of protection, interference with emergency communications, domestic battery, and aggravated assault against a family member. On May 10th, 2021, Trooper Davis attempted to pull over the driver of a white Chevy. At first, it seemed like the driver was complying, slowing down and moving onto the side of the road. But in an instant, that all changed. The driver suddenly hit the gas and took off, initiating a pursuit.
On the hill, taking Roosevelt, 30 West.
Alright, Coupe, That is now 1063 for item 37, 1037, taking roads about from 30 west.
You're crossing over. Continuing down the service road from Roosevelt.
Service road from Roosevelt.
As the suspect attempted to make a right turn, he completely lost control and crashed straight into a fire hydrant. Within seconds, Trooper Davis took the opportunity and rammed the suspect's vehicle, pinning it in place. Water from the hydrant started gushing into the air, adding even more chaos to the scene. After the crash, troopers quickly pulled the suspect out of the vehicle and placed him under arrest. He was taken into custody without further incident. However, this unconventional end to the chase didn't come without consequences. Trooper Davis was later suspended for his actions. What do you think? Was this a justified takedown, or did the trooper take it too far? Let me know in the comments. In Thurston County, Washington, on October 3rd, 2024, in the early hours of the morning, a Thurston County deputy spotted a Nissan without any license plates. When the deputy tried to pull behind, the driver sped through a gas station parking lot and then dangerously weaved through a neighborhood. The deputy immediately initiated a pursuit as the suspect fled down Highway. As the suspect was reaching speeds of 130 miles per hour, he lost control of the vehicle, and the deputy quickly rammed the suspect's car, bringing it to a stop. But instead of giving up, the driver bailed out and decided to flee on foot.
He's nose up. I feel like I got. Do you smell that again? What's this right here? Show me your hands now! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Challenging one.
Let me see your hands! Let me see both of your hands! Get the dog Let me see both of your hands! I don't have nothing! Help! Get on your stomach! Get on your stomach! Get the dog off me! Get on your stomach!
Despite multiple warnings from the K-9, the driver refused to surrender. It wasn't until K-9 Ego made contact that the suspect finally gave up. After being medically cleared, the driver was booked into TCSO jail for driving on a suspended license and attempting to elude officers.
Still landed.
While on patrol, Trooper was notified about a stolen red motorcycle. After searching the area, the Trooper spotted a motorcycle matching the description. As he got closer, the rider gunned the engine and sped off, triggering a pursuit.
1037. Taking a ride on the Mandible Road.
Chasing a motorcycle can be incredibly challenging. A pit maneuver isn't an option here, but the Trooper knows he can push the rider into making a mistake. Let's see how the Trooper handles this situation.
County Road 147, still landed. Alright, he cut through a yard. I can't follow where he's going. He's headed west.
The trooper faced another challenge as the suspect darted through backyards using the advantage of his motorcycle to escape areas the patrol car couldn't reach. But when the rider abandoned the motorcycle and took off on foot, the trooper wasn't alone for long. With assistance arriving, K-9 units began searching the area. Just over 5 minutes later, the suspect was found hiding in a bush, and he was immediately arrested. He was then taken into custody, bringing the chase to a successful end.
31.
We're 31. Run 41. 13 left.
On December 8, 2022, in Erie County, Ohio, a trooper initiated a traffic stop after spotting a Jeep Wrangler speeding over 100 miles per hour outside of Sandusky. Upon approaching the vehicle, the trooper detected the smell of cannabis and began questioning the driver, a New York man who appeared to be using a fake ID. The trooper's attempts to confirm his identity were met with stalling and excuses. As the investigation continued, the man became impatient and attempted to walk back to his Jeep. The trooper blocked him, leading to a physical struggle. The suspect fought to break free and managed to reverse the Jeep, ramming the patrol car while the trooper was partially inside. The suspect then fled the scene with the trooper attempting to give chase.
101 over 7 west. 1900.
There was a good hit on mine.
The suspect fled at speeds over 100 miles per hour, dangerously weaving through traffic and narrowly avoiding collisions with other drivers and truckers. Troopers deployed spike strips multiple times and blocked exits in an attempt to contain the suspect to limited access roads. However, the man remained defiant, crashing through a toll plaza like a battering ram and continuing his reckless drive into Toledo.
76. Middle lane, 884. Somebody with good spikes want to go up ahead and see if we get them. Spikes again before this big line. My spikes on this right. Okay, 299 is going to take over radios. We're northbound at the 203.8. Speed's 85.
85, 203.8.
76, 57, we got him. I'm right behind you guys.
With at least one, possibly two tires destroyed by the spike strips, the suspect's luck began to run out. As troopers tried to block him from an exit, the man forced his way through and attempted to pass a patrol car on a narrow ramp. In a desperate move, he rammed the patrol car in an effort to continue his escape.
Going northbound.
Northbound.
31.
We're 31. Left shoulder. 76. We're 31. Left shoulder.
The man was tackled into a ravine, then launched into an epic rant that alternated between heartbreak over not seeing his son for a long time and baseless accusations of police brutality, despite no evidence to support such claims. Booked for drug possession, trafficking, identity theft, obstruction, failure to comply, assault, and felonious assault, the man had a bond set at $25,000 with full payment required. He later agreed to a plea deal in 2024, receiving 2 years each for 2 felonious assault charges and another 2 years for failure to comply. After adding 11 months for vandalism, he's scheduled for release in November 2027.
We got him crashed out. We got him crashed out here.
On August 17, 2024, concerned witnesses alerted police about a white Toyota Tacoma swerving all over the road and running red lights on Telegraph Road near Lone Pine Road. Officers quickly located the truck speeding along Telegraph near Square Lake Roads. As soon as the officers activated their lights and sirens to stop the vehicle, the suspected drunk driver made a dangerous decision. He sped away. The pursuit was on.
He also ran the red. He's slowing down. He just hopped the whole ditch. Oh, jeez. He's about to wipe out. He just hit the turnaround. He's going. We're at Humphreys. We're on Humphrey now. Ran off the road. He's still going. He's in a crash. We got him crashed out. We got him crashed out here.
The suspect lost control, hitting a curb, crossing the center median into southbound lanes, and crashing into a ditch before slamming into a tree. Officers approached the wrecked vehicle and ordered the driver to surrender, but he bolted on foot. Officers successfully apprehended the suspect, identified as 31-year-old Justin Luark from Bloomfield Hills. A search of Luark's pickup revealed a small bag containing pills believed to be oxycodone. At the police station, Luark registered a blood alcohol content of 0.153%, nearly double the legal limit. Luark now faces multiple charges, including second-degree fleeing and eluding, resisting and obstructing, operating while intoxicated, and driving without a license. Held on an $8,000 bond, Luark could face further charges pending analysis of the pills discovered in his vehicle.
He just struck a Warrenville car.
On January 11, 2023, a man from Merrillville, Indiana, was accused of having an argument with his girlfriend that escalated to the point where she was prevented from leaving their home. After the situation, she managed to contact the police, who responded quickly and located the suspect sitting in his Ford Explorer outside a gas station. When officers attempted to make contact and have the man step out of the vehicle, he suddenly reversed, jumped a curb, and sped off, initiating a pursuit.
Coming up to Condi. Back passenger tire starting to smoke. Just completely lost the rear tire. He's going to be sparking here soon. I'm getting hit with debris. Here he's going to turn right on Dayton. We're going westbound on Dayton. Eastbound on Augusta, approaching Route. Northbound Route 59, cutting off traffic, about to hit a semi. Did not make contact.
Officers were uncertain if the suspect was armed, but his reckless driving raised concerns for public safety, prompting them to escalate the pursuit's urgency. As a result, additional patrol cars joined the chase. During the pursuit, the suspect lost yet another tire, significantly hindering his ability to continue evading law enforcement.
gotcha. And 020, he's moving into the northbound lanes. We're continuing southbound on 59. I got a unit driving that to check. Passing Ridge, still southbound on 59. Batavia is continuing in the northbound lanes, 59, moving back over the southbound lanes.
Adding to the suspect's reckless behavior, he chose to flee in the lane for oncoming traffic, all while driving a heavily damaged vehicle. This decision significantly increased the danger to every driver on the road, raising questions about whether officers could or should have acted sooner to bring the pursuit to a safer conclusion.
We want to try and box him in at all. We're in the southbound lanes. Southbound lanes coming up to Butterfield. Gold Ford Explorer, Indiana plate, A Alpha J Juliet, L Lima 818. Passing through Parkway, still southbound. Traffic. He's not going to have anywhere to go if we can box him in from getting on it.
With heavy traffic, officers were left with only one option: to box in the suspect and bring the vehicle to a stop. Alternatively, if the road ahead cleared, a pit maneuver could also be executed.
He just struck a Warrenville car. Chicago 020, he just struck me. Hey, he just struck me. He's indicating he's stopping. He's indicating he's stopping.
The suspect struck officers' vehicles multiple times before finally coming to a stop and being taken into custody. The officers of West Chicago demonstrated their commitment to the safety of their residents through their persistence and professionalism in handling this situation. Domestic violence is a critical issue that requires collective awareness and action. All suspects are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. On I-49 in a construction zone, a trooper clocked a motorcycle speeding at 110 miles per hour, then watched it weave through traffic and pass on the shoulder. The trooper activated his lights and siren, attempting a stop. But the rider had other plans. He shut off all lights, looked back, pointed toward an exit, and then took off.
Traffic right, 140.
Taking 76.
Triple Green 76.
North Springdale. Hey, that wrecked out. He's on the curb.
He's done right now.
The suspect continued eastbound on Highway 264, holding speeds over 140 miles per hour. and blowing past every traffic sign in sight, fully committed to the escape.
Coming up, 7-1.
Wrecked out, Hubby Creek.
Wrecked out, Hubby Creek.
Let me see your hands! Hands now! Hands! Roll over now! I don't care if it
The chase came to a violent end at the intersection of Highway 264, where the suspect Jacob Ross crashed. He was taken into custody without further incident and transported to Mercy Hospital with significant injuries. Due to his condition, Ross was issued a felony citation with a court date set for March 24, 2025. He was charged with fleeing, reckless driving, no insurance, expired tags, and several more traffic violations. This time we get to see things from the suspect's perspective as he flees from police. A motorcyclist in Calgary was spotted by Calgary police speeding well over the posted limit. For reasons unknown, the rider refused to stop and instead decided to initiate a chase. So far, this looks absolutely wild from the suspect's perspective, but this is definitely something we strongly advise against. Fleeing from police only leads to more trouble and dangerous situations. After the suspect crashed, he immediately began fleeing on foot, ignoring the officer's commands to stop. However, he was quickly caught and arrested. Unfortunately, we don't have footage of the arrest or any further details, but one thing's for sure, the suspect won't be riding anytime soon.
1050.
On March 11th, 2024, in Fayette County, Georgia, deputies located a silver Honda Civic that had been carjacked at gunpoint earlier that morning. Investigator Fisher was the first to spot the vehicle at Highway 85 South. Notifying dispatch and fellow deputies, Fisher prepared for a felony stop, knowing they had multiple units in the area. The Fayette County Sheriff's Office and City of Fayetteville Public Safety quickly took action, initiating a pursuit.
Right on
going right. 1050 Oakley. 1050, 1050. Continue straight, he hit the stop sign.
Sergeant Aiken took the lead on the pursuit, closely following the suspect as he recklessly crashed into road signs and mailboxes. With the suspect driving dangerously, deputies were determined to stop him as soon as possible, knowing the risk to public safety was growing with every passing second.
1050, 1050 at the end of the street. It's going through a yard, coming back out. The 46, move out. $10.50.
Show me your hands! Hands up! Put your hands up! Get on the ground! Drop the gun! Drop it! Hands up! Get down! Get on the ground! Get away from that gun! Put your hands up!
The suspect crashed into another vehicle and then made a shocking move. He exited his vehicle holding a gun. However, realizing he was surrounded, he quickly surrendered. The driver, later identified as only 14 years old, faces serious charges including theft by receiving, fleeing, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and possession of a firearm by a minor. Further investigation revealed he also has multiple charges pending in DeKalb County. This case raises concerns about juvenile involvement in violent crime and the alarming reality of young offenders.
You're under arrest!
On December 30th, 2022, in the Twin Cities area, a violent carjacking occurred at Knife Point for a customer's Jeep in St. Paul. The Ramsey County Sheriff's Office quickly sprung into action, coordinating with Minnesota and Wisconsin State Police. Ramsey County Sheriff Bob Fletcher, known for live streaming patrols on YouTube, has been at the forefront of a regional carjacking task force. Under his leadership, the task force has achieved a 30% reduction in car thefts between 2022 and 2023, making it the most effective in the Great Lakes region. The stolen Jeep was spotted in Barron County, Wisconsin, where a trooper pursued the vehicle through snow and ice, pushing speeds of nearly 100 miles per hour.
620 Eau Claire, 614, we're coming up to you, lane 2. 620 Eau Claire, continuing east from exit 32, 90 miles an hour. Minnesota 28, D. David Z. Zebra, W. William 814. D. David Z. Zebra, W. William 814, Minnesota, gray Jeep. We're at approximately 100 miles an hour. It is changing between lanes. Traffic conditions are light. The roadways are wet, light precipitation.
The suspect wasn't backing down. He accelerated to speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour, even with snow and ice covering the road. The chase continued as he veered off, crossing over and heading eastbound on Interstate 94 in Dunn County. But as the icy conditions took their toll, the suspect had no choice but to slow down, trying to maintain control of the vehicle. That allowed the trooper to close the gap and regain on him.
They also communicated that they're going to keep exit 41 and 45 closed, where they want to stay on the interstate.
Stopping at the crossover, stopping at the crossover. We're in the crossover. We're in the crossover. It is going eastbound in the westbound lanes. Eastbound in the westbound lanes. 614, continue with it. Eastbound in the westbound lanes. No lights on.
620,
Footbail, 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 footbail.
Stop! State Patrol, stop! State Patrol, stop! You're under arrest!
Suspect either lost control or intentionally slammed the Jeep into a snowbank before taking off on foot into a wooded area near the highway and a railroad bridge.
You're under arrest! You're under arrest!
Local officers, deputies, and fellow troopers worked together efficiently, tracking the suspect's footprints in the snow. Realizing he had turned back toward the highway, they deployed a drone and K-9 unit to help locate him. Soon after, they found the suspect and took him into custody. The suspect pled no contest to the charges after spending 5 months in jail and was sentenced to an additional 4 months, a total of 9 months for carjacking a valet at knife point. We just hope that valet isn't left with too much trauma from the ordeal.
Well, down 20-105, looks like he's crashing out right here at the U-Haul building. Just crashed out.
On March 20th, 2023, Michigan State Police troopers attempted to stop a white Kia Forte traveling at 86 miles per hour on Interstate 696. After confirming the vehicle was reported stolen, the driver, identified as Jeremiah Neely, fled at speeds exceeding 120 miles per hour.
We are eastbound 20-105 priority.
21-105 priority.
The vehicle's not stopping. We're eastbound 94. We're in the right lane. His speed is 107. We're at 105. Traffic. Yeah, light traffic. We're still eastbound in the right lane. He's going 100. Light traffic still. Tell Chestnut still keep staying the same lane as him, driving one lane. I think they have spike strips. We got light traffic still. 109 right now.
There's light traffic 109.
After fleeing on the highway at speeds exceeding 120 miles per hour, the suspect veered off at an exit, continuing his reckless driving through city streets. His dangerous actions showed complete disregard for public safety, weaving in and out of traffic and even crossing into oncoming lanes.
Sir, exited the North River through the light. No traffic.
Off the ramp, we are heading towards Mount Clemens here, downtown Mount Clemens, going north. His speed is 70, so is ours. Very light traffic.
We're heading towards Mount Clemens.
Well, down 20-105, looks like he's crashing out right here at the U-Haul building. Just crashed out. Airbag deployed. Stop the car! Stop the car, get up! Right now! Stop running now! Stay please! On the ground! Put gas on your back now!
The pursuit ended on North River Road when Neely lost control and crashed into a U-Haul sign. Neely fled on foot but was apprehended by deputies after a brief chase. Upon investigation, officers discovered a backpack in the stolen vehicle containing a firearm with no serial number and a loaded magazine. Neely claimed ownership of the bag but denied the gun was his. He admitted to fleeing because he knew the car was stolen. As a juvenile, Neely was transported for medical evaluation before officers informed his family of his arrest. What are your thoughts on how this case was handled? On Tuesday, January 14, 2025, Trooper Dylan Evans observed a blue Chevrolet Silverado traveling eastbound on Interstate 40 near the 278-mile marker, speeding at 87 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone. After observing the pickup cross the fog line and hit the rumble strip, Trooper Evans attempted to conduct a traffic stop by activating his emergency lights, The driver then signaled and merged into the inside lane before accelerating and fleeing eastbound toward Memphis. It didn't take long for Trooper Evans to execute a successful pit maneuver, bringing the suspect to a stop. This swift and skilled response highlights why Arkansas is known for having some of the best troopers in the country.
Show me your hands! Do not drop your hands again! I will shoot you! Do not drop your hands! Keep your hands up! Raise both hands, keep your hands in the air! Step out! Step to your left! Shut your door, walk towards me! Stop!
Kelvin Street was ordered out of the pickup and taken into custody without incident. Upon speaking with him, Trooper Evans noted the strong smell of alcohol, bloodshot eyes, and that Street had urinated on himself. During a search of the vehicle, an open, spilled 12-ounce Bud Light was found in the front passenger floorboard, but no interlock device was located. Street was then asked if he was injured and confirmed he was okay. Street acknowledged his Miranda rights but declined to comment on the events leading up to his arrest and refused to perform SFSTs. He agreed to a BAC test, which showed a result of .120 and declined a second test at his own expense. He was charged with fleeing, speeding, reckless driving, driving while suspended, DWI second offense, violation of interlock restriction, open container of alcohol. On January 11th, 2025, Troop L Dispatch reported a pursuit by Springdale Police westbound on Sunset Avenue, requesting state police assistance. Troopers Brandon Walker and Matt Walker responded, and the chase continued southbound on Interstate 49. The suspect initially traveled at 60 miles per hour, but quickly increased to 100 miles per hour. Trooper Walker informed dispatch that Arkansas State Police would assume primary responsibility for the pursuit.
I'm not able to patch them at this time. They're trying to find a channel. Yeah, boy, you show us primary within 37. 370. 10-4 speed 7. 10-4 speed 7. TVI.
Hands out the window. Put your phone down. Put your phone down and get out of the car with your hands up.
If you run, a police dog's gonna bite you. You understand me?
Both hands out the door. Hands up. Get out of the car. Stop reaching. Drop whatever's in your hand. Drop it. Keep your hands up.
You want to have him go to your
face? All right. Keep your hands up.
The suspect was placed into custody by Springdale police officers. ASP units assisted with the vehicle search, locating an open container of beer in the passenger seat and an empty Glock 19X gun case in the trunk, but no firearm was found. After the suspect was taken into custody, Springdale officers informed troopers the vehicle had been linked to a shots-fired call in the area. Damage to the cable barriers was reported and ARDOT was notified.
10-4.
We just got into a yard. We just made contact with him.
On February 24, 2024, Deputy Estes and the trooper were positioned on Highway 9 facing southbound when they observed a white car traveling at a high rate of speed. The vehicle made a right turn onto County Road 326, disregarding a stop sign. The driver then continued south on Highway 9 at excessive speeds. 3 miles down the road, the trooper clocked the vehicle on radar at 71 miles per hour and activated emergency lights. The driver ignored the lights and continued at a high rate of speed, with radar now showing 87 miles per hour. When the vehicle turned onto Dallas 409, the trooper activated sirens. The driver continued fleeing, reaching speeds of up to 80 miles per hour.
10-4.
Oh, nope, there he goes. He's running back.
Alright, we made a turn. We're going back towards 9. Going back towards 9 on 409. It's gonna be a black male. Going back 409. Going towards Princeton.
Left 09, going towards Princeton.
Clear?
6. Is he on foot?
Negative, he is in a white Cadillac.
Are you southbound on 9?
10-4.
10-4, we're headed towards Princeton.
Well, we ain't past 48 yet.
10-4, you went past 48 yet?
Not yet.
The suspect accelerated, reaching speeds of 102 miles per hour. The driver then made a U-turn at the Highway 48 and Highway 9 junction, leading the pursuit back north on Highway 9 at speeds of up to 105 miles per hour.
We're going 9.
We're still on 9.
Oh, it was.
Negative, we just turned off on 48.
Copy.
Now we're going back north.
We're headed back north on 9. Back north on 9, going towards Tula. What county is that?
10-4.
Hot Springs County.
Notify.
They've been notified.
10-4, thank you.
We're running 102.
Speeds at 102, minimal traffic. I'm not going.
The driver then turned back onto Dallas 409, heading east, before making a right turn onto his family's property. Once on the property, the driver brake-checked the trooper twice, resulting in the patrol unit making contact with the suspect's vehicle on both occasions, and the driver continued fleeing through the yard.
10-4.
We just cut into a yard. We just made contact with him.
10-4.
We just hit him. We just hit him.
We just hit him. We're cutting donuts into somebody's yard.
10-4.
I can't go, man.
North on 409. Negative, he's headed back to Highway 9.
The trooper advised Sergeant Abels of the vehicle's location and inquired about the use of spike strips. Sergeant Abels informed the trooper that he was positioned at the Highway 9 and Highway 48 junction. The suspect vehicle continued onto Highway 9, where Sergeant Abels successfully deployed spike strips, making contact with all 4 tires. Despite this, the vehicle continued onto Highway 48.
There he is. God damn it.
God damn it.
34, I'm getting fuel and head that way.
The driver, later identified as Ricky Smith, a black male, exited the vehicle and fled on foot. Deputy Estes placed handcuffs on Mr. Smith, who began resisting arrest. The trooper gained control of Mr. Smith's right arm, and the handcuffs were securely applied, taking Mr. Smith into custody safely. The trooper read Mr. Smith his rights, to which he confirmed understanding. Dispatch was notified to have Pro-Med en route. Mr. Smith was medically evaluated by Pro-Med before being transported to Dallas County Jail. A search of the residence associated with Mr. Smith revealed pills and a small baggie containing a white powdery substance, which will be sent for testing. Instead of soning up to his mistake, this 49-year-old driver decided to escalate things even further. After blowing through a stop sign and crashing into another car, he threatened the other driver and then took off when police arrived. The suspect pushed his luck, speeding through rain-soaked roads, a dangerous decision that would soon backfire in a big way.
Right on the first 90-degree corner. 721 received a 934. Vehicle is crashed out, first corner on.
Roll's reckless escape didn't last long. He lost control, flipped the car, and crashed into a fence. Officers quickly moved in and took him into custody. Now he's facing a long list of charges, including assault, hit and run, eluding, and driving with a suspended license.
Crash, crash, crash. I'm going to roll the window all the way down. Stick your hands out of the window with your key in your hand. Open the door from the outside. From the outside. Turn the car off.
On July 17, 2024, a Whitefish Bay police officer conducted a traffic stop on a driver exceeding the posted speed limit. While the officer instructed the driver to exit the vehicle, the situation took a dramatic turn. The driver suddenly hit the gas pedal and fled the scene, initiating a pursuit.
She's having a difficult time keeping control of the vehicle. It might be OWI. Almost lost it. We're going to be coming up to north in a minute. Speeds are down. Rento, no plates, black female driver. Almost lost it in Lafayette. We're going southbound through the stop sign, Lafayette Hill. We're going to be approaching Prospect in a second. Going to the Prospect.
As the officer began the pursuit, another officer quickly joined the chase, heading toward the area to assist. With the suspect's reckless driving, weaving in and out of traffic, the officers knew this was going to be a challenging situation. Every move had to be calculated, and they had to stay sharp, knowing how quickly things could escalate.
Back eastbound, we are going southbound on Newhall from Bellevue. Speed's 26. Eastbound Webster. Northbound Bartlett. I'm right on her. We're going about 25 miles an hour. No traffic, no pedestrians. Roads are dry. Oh. Crash, crash, crash. I'm gonna need fire. We're at Bartlett and Bellevue.
Dispatch copy.
As the officer searching the area, trying to stay one step ahead of the suspect, collided with the fleeing vehicle at an intersection. Thankfully, the officer walked away with only minor injuries. Meanwhile, the suspect was arrested and taken into custody. It was later discovered that the suspect was under the influence of alcohol. Now, the question remains, what do you think is the right punishment for this individual who put so many lives at risk? Let us know your thoughts. On September 9th, 2021, Trooper Matthew Price was traveling north on Highway 59 when he heard Corporal Bowman report over the radio that he was in pursuit of a small black car. Trooper Price turned around to assist and followed updates as the pursuit entered Fort Smith. Shortly after, it was reported that Corporal Bowman had wrecked his vehicle, and Van Buren police were continuing the chase. Trooper Josh Porter relayed that the suspect was heading north on Midland Avenue back toward Van Buren. The pursuit passed Trooper Price on Midland Avenue with a Van Buren officer behind it. He turned around and followed.
Okay, on speed and traffic.
Traffic's you're out now, 57.
10-4.
Yes.
On Broadway, Southwest Fort Smith, Lincoln. 821, speed and traffic, okay. Fort Smith, 821.
The trooper attempted to bring the chase to an end with two pit maneuvers, ramming the suspect's vehicle twice. However, both attempts were unsuccessful, causing only minor damage to the rear bumper, while the suspect managed to keep control and continue fleeing.
21, current speed.
47.
Ford Black Chevy Cruise on Western. Where are you at?
As the suspect showed no intention of stopping and nearly caused multiple collisions, the pursuit was quickly escalating out of control. Troopers knew they had to take it more seriously, and multiple patrol cars joined the chase to bring this reckless driver to a stop as soon as possible.
10-4.
After the trooper executed a pit maneuver, his vehicle collided with a tree, forcing him out of the pursuit. However, with multiple patrol cars still in the chase, the pursuit remained active and the suspect was running out of options.
59.
Copy, southbound 59. Where I'm taking my lead stop.
I got him stopped.
After the trooper gave orders for the driver to show her hands, she repeatedly reached between the seats, refusing to comply. Despite commands, the situation escalated and the trooper had to open the driver's door, leading to a struggle as he pulled her out of the vehicle. During the process, the driver hit her head on the push bumper, and after she was restrained, she began bleeding from the wound. EMS was called, and the driver was transported to the hospital, where she was later identified as Angela McConnell. She had an active felony warrant from Arkansas and was charged with multiple offenses, including fleeing and battery. During the medical treatment, she even kicked an EMS worker. A blood draw was taken, and the results will be sent to the Arkansas State Crime Lab. McConnell faces serious charges, with her blood likely showing methamphetamine use. On May 30th, 2021, Corporal Youngblood was patrolling when he noticed a vehicle approaching rapidly from the rear, estimated to be traveling over 100 miles per hour. The driver noticed the patrol car and attempted to slow down, but still passed by at high speed. Corporal Youngblood maneuvered safely back into the travel lanes and activated his emergency lights, attempting to stop the vehicle. However, the driver immediately fled, driving recklessly at speeds exceeding 140 miles per hour, weaving in and out of traffic.
It might be a BMW pretty bad. One 22 11 1080 85 north. Come on Buford Highway. It's a blue. I can't tell if it's a Honda or a small BMW. 85 northbound. Passenger.
As the suspect accelerated to high speeds, Corporal Youngblood lost sight of the vehicle. For the next 10 minutes, he searched the area trying to locate the suspect. Just as he was about to call off the pursuit, the suspect drove past him, his car visibly damaged, likely from a collision caused by his reckless driving. The damage on the vehicle was clear, but the suspect wasn't ready to give up yet. Corporal Youngblood quickly re-engaged, determined to end this dangerous pursuit before anyone else got hurt. When suspect attempted a right turn, he crashed. He fled on foot, with troopers and officers chasing him through the neighborhood. Despite a taser deployment by Trooper Mullen, the suspect continued to evade capture for a brief time. A perimeter was set up, but the suspect slipped away from the officers. Eventually, the vehicle was inventoried, revealing important evidence, including a cell phone that rang as it was recovered. When officers called the number on a citation in the vehicle, the phone rang, confirming the suspect's identity. On June 8, 2022, Prince George's County Police Corporal Williams observed two cars traveling in the area of Harry Truman Drive and White House Road. Corporal Williams activated her emergency lights and sirens, but the two cars failed to stop, initiating a pursuit.
It's going to be a 9-eye. We're right here off of White House Road. He's running.
As soon as the pursuit was initiated, the suspect crashed into another vehicle head-on. Officers quickly provided medical aid to Mr. Johnny Morris, the driver of the unrelated car, until EMS arrived. Unfortunately, Morris was taken to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead a short time later. The suspect was caught and arrested later that day, and the vehicle was confirmed to be stolen. Sadly, this chase ended in tragedy with an innocent man losing his life. In St. Augustine, on July 3, 2023, highway patrol troopers found themselves in a pursuit of a reckless driver weaving through lanes at dangerous speeds. The suspect showed no intention of stopping and had no regard for the safety of others, making this chase hazardous from the very start. This pursuit quickly spiraled out of control for the troopers as the suspect, regardless of how many cars were ahead of him, drove as if there wasn't a single vehicle on the road. With every reckless move, the troopers knew they had to find a way to close the gap and stop this dangerous suspect before things got even worse. The suspect was incredibly skilled, making it clear that the troopers were facing a driver unlike any they had encountered in their careers. With every move, it became apparent just how difficult it would be to bring this pursuit to a safe end. The suspect lost control of the vehicle, crashing into a U-Haul truck and another car, getting stuck between them. He then exited the vehicle and made a run for it, crossing the highway and causing traffic to come to a halt. He fled into the woods, but that's when the troopers made their move, using a taser to bring him down. The suspect was arrested and taken into custody. He was later charged with reckless driving, fleeing and eluding police, hit and run, and resisting arrest.